Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. I'm one of the founders of Racked Stretch, and I'm here with one of our rack stars, Shanna, and she is going to help me do a little demo for you. Today we're going to show you a toe touch test and how to take your measurements. So one of the #1 complaints we hear from our clients is that they can't touch their toes, that they've got tight hamstrings, and it really impedes their day-to-day life. So what we're doing, we've got a ton of classes you can take on the platform that can help with this mobility, but we also want to provide a way so that you can track and measure your progress. We know how motivating it is to actually see improvement, so we're giving you the tools to do that. So what we're going to do is Shanna's going to demonstrate and I'm just going to talk you through it. So Shanna, if you can turn to the side, wonderful. She's going to stand with her feet about hips width distance apart, and to start she's just going to drop down into her toe touch, not worrying about form, really just focusing on the sensations. Thank you. So from here, what she's going to do is she's going to grab a couple of yoga blocks. I will pass them to her, and these are going to help track the measurement. So she's setting them up so that they're kind of right below where her shoulders are. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a much more formal toe touch measurement. So she is going to put a micro bend in her knees, and then she's going to think about hinging from her hips rather than her waist or her back. So if you can hinge over for us, great. So you can see her low back is nice and flat. There's no rounding, so if you want to show what that looks like, what she's not doing is rounding from the back. She's got a really nice flat back. Exactly, you can see the difference. So this keeps the measurements in the hamstrings and in the hips rather than showing how flexible Shanna's back is. So she's using these blocks here as a measure. So right now you can see she's got the tops of her fingertips on them. I think Shanna is probably a little bit more flexible than this, so she's going to drop down, and I bet she could even go one level down. Perfect. So from here, if she was to drop to the next level, her back would probably start to round a little bit, and that's when she knows she's gone too far. So you can even take the blocks away if you're super bendy and flexible and measure that way. If you are less flexible than the lovely Shanna, you can come up and you just have your back nice and flat, and you can put it above your knees, below your knees, and you just record the measurements that way. So once Shanna knows where her marks are, she can just drop it in a notebook, put it in her notes section on her phone, come back, do this measurement again in about 4 to 5 weeks after taking classes, and she'll see how much progress she's made. The other thing you can do with this is you can use it as a before and after class test. So she would do this, take this, come back and watch this video again, or just do this from memory, see how far she can reach, take one of our 10 or 20-minute classes, do this test again, and see how much progress she's made in just 20 minutes. Of course, the most important thing is consistency, so you really should keep going with your stretch classes. The way to get long-lasting results is to take several classes a week, just continue to stretch on your own, and that's where you'll see those big differences, and you'll also feel the mobility, the agility, and the increased freedom in your body. We also always want to see those before and after pictures, so please email us, DM us on Instagram, let us know how you're doing. We want to hear from you always. We want to see how you're progressing. Thank you so much for doing this test with us, and I will see you in class soon.